and we'll go ahead and get started right away with questions for David.
David, Russ Brown, are you over the disappointment? It's been 2 months of not being able to play in the tournament, and how have you dealt with that?
It's been kind of a tough pill to swallow, but I guess everything happens for a reason, so we have to get over those things and look forward towards the next season.
Russ again. David, jumping here. Look, and when you mentioned next season, have you been able to talk to any of your incoming teammates, or how's that going?
I've spoken to the incoming guys quite a few times this far. Hopefully we can get on some more video calls and stuff like that to get to know each other, because usually around this time we should be together right now, but we can't because of the circumstances. But I'll continue to keep in touch, and they'll be the same.
David, this is Hayes Gardner with the Courier Journal. Are you in Louisville, and are you being able to get shot stuff worked out? What's kind of your workouts? What are they like these days?
Yes, I am at home in Louisville, and I have access to a gym that I get into, and I pretty much go over there whenever I can.
David, this is Matt McGavick at Sports Illustrated. How far do you think the team would have made it in the tournament had it not been canceled due to the coronavirus?
I feel like everyone could say their team would have made it all the way, but I feel like my teammates and I, we were gelling together right at the right time, and we could have made a really big run. And I'm really confident in saying that.
David, this is Rick Boats at WDRB. Is there any plus to this thing in terms of you guys go at it month after month after month and get tired or injuries and things like this? Has this allowed you guys to sort of maybe get healthier than you've been in a long time?
Yeah, I agree with that. I think we had some people that needed this time, but it's also going to show that when we come back, how much we did on our own, because we won't have that much time that we usually would because of everything that's going on.
David,
this is...
Go ahead.
David, this is Danielle Lerner from The Athletic. When you were growing up, did you ever get to attend a game in person against Cincinnati, or did you watch that rivalry on TV? What do you remember about it? What were your experiences with that rivalry?
I don't think I've ever attended one, and I vaguely remember watching one on TV. So this, when they announced that was pretty surprising to me, because I wasn't really very educated on that.
Hey, David, following up on Hayes' question, you said you go to a gym close to your house, and what exactly are you able to do?
I can lift there. I can shoot. Whatever I need to do to stay on top of my game.
David, this is Kent Taylor from Wave TV. Looking back on your freshman year, the breakout game at Duke, and then coming off the injury, it was kind of up and down. Take us through how you see how the year went and what kinds of things you feel like you need to emphasize during this off season.
I think it was a pretty up and down year. I started off, I was kind of doing okay, and then I went into a little slump. And then I had a few good games, and I feel like I was up and down the majority of the season just because I was trying to adjust everything as I went on, which is pretty tough to do. And I've watched some film from the past season, and I've talked to a lot of people from our coaching staff and who are in my circle, and they talk to me on what I need to improve on. And I feel like that's getting in better shape, getting my body stronger, improving on shooting, being more vocal, becoming more of a vocal leader on the floor now that I'm with all of my classmates and I have a little bit more experience.
How seriously did you consider maybe feeling out the NBA process?
I thought about it, but I was unsure of the whole situation just because of what was going on, and I wasn't really educated on all that, so I just decided not to. I mean, I knew that I was going to come back to college, but I just didn't want to put my name out there and do that without any knowledge of what's going on, because I didn't know what was going to happen.
Were you surprised that Jade? I mean, the talk had been going on for months. I guess maybe we expected it, but were you surprised at all? Did you expect him to go to U of L? What were your thoughts on that?
I mean, I knew that he was going to make the best decision for him because, I mean, I didn't want to bug him about it, but I would talk to him about it, and he said whatever the best decision he felt was for him, he was going to make. And I mean, I can't do anything but respect his decision.
David, this is Hayes again. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to ask David, when you think towards next year in your conversations with Coach Mack, are you expecting a pretty significantly increased role? Are you working on different things to prepare for that? What do you envision for your role for next season?
I think my role for next year has to be a lot better than I was this year, but in more control and being more of Coach Mack while Coach Mack is not there.
Have you been able to get together with any of your current teammates at all?
Some of the guys have come back in town, but not really, just because they've all been gone, like going home and stuff. They've been coming to pick stuff up and moving out and stuff like that. So I haven't really seen majority of them. I've seen a few though.
David, this is Fred Callaghan from WLKY. When you look at next year's team, just some thoughts about what that team will be. A lot of new faces, but obviously you in the league there. And will last year's finish, or the lack of it, sort of fuel you about being hungry for next spring?
I think next year's team I think we're going to be really fun to watch. I mean, we have a really good chemistry off the court, and I think that's where it starts. So once we get together and we're doing all the things that Coach has us doing together on the court, then that'll be a lot easier to kind of learn each other from that point on. I think it's going to be really fun, honestly.
David, this is Kent Taylor from Wave again. What has Kent told you about the NCAA investigation? Are you worried at all that you won't be able to play in a postseason next year?
I'm not really worried about things like that. I mean, that's something that I don't really have that much information on, so I don't want to speak about something I don't really know about.
David, Rick Bozich again from WDRB. Do you remember when the last time was you actually got in a full court run with guys? Has it been at your last practice?
Yeah, I'd say it's been a while. People were trying to get the full court runs in after they had canceled all the basketball stuff, but they closed all the gyms, and I don't think people really want to take that risk right now. So yeah, I think the last time that I did a full court up and down run, maybe a few months.
David, it's Fred Callaghan from WLKY. Obviously a lot of high school kids are hurting right now, not having the final season, spring season, and a lot of kids in the basketball tournament never have to play. The boys pretty still, I guess, the defending state champion. So if you could speak to the class of 2020, especially those guys that didn't get to play in the boys tournament,
What would you say to them about losing that run?
I talked to a few of the guys that I played with at Trinity last year and that are on the team right now. And, their season had ended, but, they knew that they were still the defending champs. But a few other teams, talked to some kids from Mayo, and, they were disappointed because all the teams that felt like they had a pretty good run at it, they were really confident going into that year, and then it's all of a sudden just taken from them. So, I know they're all anxious to get out there and do something, but, I feel for them. I don't know how that would feel. That was maybe the best 4 years of their life yet, so, and then for a thing like that, kind of sucks.
Is there a life lesson from all this?
Yeah, don't take anything for granted.
Any other questions for David?
I have one more, Kenny. This is Hayes again, David. You mentioned about considering testing or eliciting feedback from the NBA. If there hadn't been this coronavirus stuff, do you think you would have at least gotten feedback from the NBA?
Yes, I believe so.
Anything further? David?
No, that's all.
All right. Well, David, thank you for taking the time today, and all of you media with us, thanks for joining in, and we'll talk to you another day.